Hello, hello. I figured I'd do a video on the LD since I haven't posted much about it for the people that are not part of the early access group. So here we go. This is it in all of its glory at the moment. A custom skin that will be, it is a similar theme to one of my skin packs that I'm currently reworking. But besides that, um, yeah, this is it. Lighting going. Added headlight wigwags for the ELS. That will be on the bus as well for the warning light system. It is right now. It still needs work though. Same typical Alt-Shift-N to change the pattern. There's standard, there's wigwag, there is a cruise, and then there is a rear left and right TA. And then on the front for the TA, it's just that. And the ALS pods are tied to the overhead light bar for the time being. There will be a concealed flasher set up soon. We take the roto light off. The hood latch system is better. Each one of those can lift the hood individually. Working on a new grille for this, like the Durastar had for some of its fleet vehicles there, or whatever you want to call them, apparatus, where the inner grille is stationary to the radiator so that it can still open with an accessory on it like that on the front bumper. So that's being worked on. No lighting on the rear upfit. Haven't had time to do that for the EA release. That's out currently. Doors open and close. They still need a hell of a lot of work, but we are getting there slowly but surely. And the interior light needs a light prop still, but it does turn on when a door is open, left or right, either one. And they both work. And this is the new steering wheel that was put in with this latest EA update. It's a little bit more extended towards the column. The column is shrunk to accommodate that. Before it was basically a frisbee, to put it lightly. I realized that was not the right way to have that, so fixed that, we're good to go. Added a trigger on the center steering wheel for the horn. So now if you really want to have fun, you can press the horn keybind and click this at the same time. Kind of fun. New parking brake knob floating on here, but it is the same one that's on the bus with rounded corners because, well, this just looks a lot better. You can't really deny that fact. Right now, it has two seating options. One, well, the driver's seat has air ride. That's its only option. There are two options for the passenger seat. One is this. It is not air ride. It's basic. And then there's an air ride option for the passenger seat, which is just this one that is just like the driver's seat, where it's my air ride J-beam. So yeah, there's that. Currently one mirror option. Soon there will be a lot more. Yeah, trying to focus on the simple yet good things. While the update is going to be out soon publicly for first release. Not soon, but it is December 1st, so it will be this month sometime, which for me is extremely soon. So we're on a time crunch. We're getting things done and doing what we can because I keep my word. Alright, and another thing from the picture, you may notice the door is a little bit different. I noticed I got the 45 cut a little higher and a little longer than it should have been, so shrunk that down. Looking a lot better now. Same stuff as the PE currently has. The grill intake vent. The headlights are the same. Besides the wigwag stuff, they're all good there. Got the orange inner signal reflection there. So everything's basically the same. And I don't know if I said before about my what is it, T44E, whatever the actual thing is, I call the FI 444E, will be staying. I was going to get rid of this and replace it with a DT466E, I believe. which apparently is the same exact thing, or very, very similar to the Max Force DT that I have in the game. Not the engine model, but the one I plan to make. So rather than having two of the same engine, one being a rebrand, we're just going to keep this in, because why not? It's there, it's already done, I spent time on it, so it's staying. Everything's still the same on that. Reworked the props a little bit tonight, but nothing is visually different. All is well in the steering. An actually good steering angle on this, of course. Oh, yeah, that's about it. These pipes and ladders will have J-beam soon. They don't right now. Like I said, just trying to get things done in a simple form, but I never made a video on this for non-EA people, so here you go. The doors don't work yet. One thing that's nice about this that the bus doesn't currently have that I am looking into is it can be controlled by the AI with the Control Shift I override from keybind or with traffic. It can be stopped and started or whatever else. But it's driving on its own. Then you can stop it and that fun stuff. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think that there is. This is being worked on a little bit. The whole engine's been moved forward. As you can see, the engine used to be right back here, but need to move the turbo up and adjust the exhaust. It was way too far back to begin with, so I shifted everything forward about 4 or 5 inches or so. Working on some new tires, which I might as well show because why not? I'm already here making a video. The tires in question are off-road tires. I made a custom tread on the T-Series tire here that is used, the model itself. My textures and everything, of course, because that's what I do. But this is the T-Series largest tire model. I took that and I added some custom tread to it, did my thing, and now we have off-road tires. Gave them values that are actually good for off-road. These things have more grip than, well, they're grippy. I'll just say that much. So, in off-road and snow, I have tested this. It is a lot better than the base, and that is intended to be that way. I still need to apply the textures so that they're right. I'm changing the whole texture on the tire because, well, both the 22.5 and the 19.5, or whatever it is, has the same text. So we're redoing that, the whole thing. New tire textures. And of course, these are on the rear as well. They're all around. So customization is my biggest thing. So we did that. And there they are. They're not the best, but honestly, you can't say that they're bad either at the same time. My first time doing that, I'd say it turned out pretty damn good. They deform alright with the actual tire mesh, good as they can. I just, like I said, need to get the textures on so they don't look like they were glued on pieces of rubber. But, yeah. And they, like I said, they have a lot better traction on snow and off-road surfaces. So, this will be quite exciting for the uses that these vehicles could be meant for. But, other than that, a lot has been done. Obviously, this is a whole new platform in the game that nobody's really seen a video on yet, unless you're an EA. But yeah, it's a damn nice vehicle so far. It's got issues, obviously it has its issues. It's a first release, it's gonna have problems. But yeah, interior is pretty good. The new dashboard, I will actually post a side-by-side to what it used to be when this wasn't even in the game, but in terms of Blender. What it used to be and what it is now, and the difference is absolutely, it is insane. The experience I've gained over the year and all that. Speaking of that, gaining experience over 1 year, another reason why I wanted to get the video out now, while I remembered and had the time to, it has been exactly, well, it was, when this update was released to EA on the November 27th, 2025, that is exactly, it marked exactly 1 year of development on this mod from the first day that the Blender file was made for the bus. And it was 2 frame rails. and the screenshot. I will I will post that or put that in the video, whatever. But yeah, so that's cool. On the 27th of November, it was exactly 1 year. So we're just over 1 year, and well, if you've kept up with the progress from the beginning or near the beginning, you know that's a long time. But the amount of work that was done in that time is insanely impressive. Everything that's happened from 2024 and that November 27th to now is insane. Given my circumstance, I had a lot of time to work on it, but still, it's a lot to be done and a lot more to go. But yeah, so I guess happy 1 year anniversary on this. But yeah, door seals, there's options for black handles and chrome handles. Both are tied to the exterior and interior mesh, toggled with one option independently on the left and right door. Yeah, I may show that more later, but right now I'm trying to get this done and over with. And like I said, of course, with the light bar, there are many color options. They're organized into 4 separate pods. Like this light bar, in this case, has the center one large pod, then you have 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then on the back it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the left and on the right. They are colored lenses or clear lenses. Each one can be individually set, and like I said, the ELS pods are tied to certain pods on here by default. Can't change that, but when you change, well, for example, the outers are tied to the L2 or L3 light bar electric, and the fronts are tied to the L1 and R1. So, or yeah, one of the two, L2 and R2, something like that. Can't remember, but that's that. Yeah. So it's pretty cool, I'm assuming, for people to be seeing this in a video. I do plan to make changes to the skins and add more skins and basically the bus in a truck form for this. The HD will be worked on soon, and for those that don't know, the International Durastar and the International Workstar were essentially the same truck, other than the hood. They had different platforms and axles and everything, yes, but the cab, the doors, the dashboard, everything involved with that is essentially exactly the same. So, getting the LD done is basically a big step towards getting the HD done. All I need to do for the first release is make the new upfit config for the HD, which may or may not involve something relating to the season in which it's released. I'll let you think on that. But all I need to do for the HD is make a new hood that's more like the Workstar would be. That's it. New hood, keep the cab, and do frame stuff and upfits, and maybe a little something up here that will turn left or right and push a cold white substance out of the roadway. Something like that is what the upfit's gonna be. So yeah, maybe, who knows? I'll leave it at that. But yeah, that's about it for the HD. We'll be having more information on this soon once I get more done. I'm going to try to keep it consistently updated in terms of showing the progress. The reason this was I was doing on the work on the bus, and then this was just popped up out of nowhere, was because I needed to focus on this, and trying to remember where or when I posted updates to 2 or 3 servers takes a toll on your mind after doing it every 2 or 3 days for weeks at a time. So I took the time to focus on this, and we got here. So hopefully back to regular update posts, but we will see, and I'll keep you updated on that and what I do. So yep. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next update and future updates. It won't be much longer before this is released. Now, another thing I was going to show too, this little label I put in here too. It's pretty neat. There's a lot of stuff on here that has labels like this to deter the, well, we'll just keep from calling names, but the lesser intelligent people from using my assets, which will basically be impossible with my plan, but regardless, moving on from that, yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Hoping it's a good one. There will definitely be a lot of changes the next time around. Things involving frame stability and everything. I mean, it's already shaking right now, so there's always stuff to work on. I'll see you in the next one.